So welcome to my allotment. My name is Floyd. I've got into this allotment life by accident. I've been doing this for nearly 4 years. My friend Kay, who owns an allotment next door, she's been really good to me and given me some advice. There's a bit of competition going between she and I where I get produces from her and I just make them grow bigger than hers. So she's really jealous of that. I've got obviously Patrick to my right here, who's got a double plot size, and I've got Joyce to my left. But we're really good friends here on the allotment. This plot I've had here is 2 years. This is my second year on this plot. Yes, there is a purpose for me having an allotment. One is therapeutic. Secondly, I grow my own vegetables, which is all organic. And thirdly, it's just my me time. No interference from the wife and family. And great social life. So I got into the allotment life by accident. It was during the lockdown and I wanted something to do. So I spoke to my neighbour, Bridget, who has an allotment, and she agreed for me to help her for about a year. I knew nothing about allotment, a little bit about gardening, but in that year I got a lot of advice from people. I took the advice, I bought a book on the allotment life. It talked about the seasons of when to plant things, and as you can see today, 4 years on, nearly 4 years on, where are we, 21, 2, 3, yes, give it 3.5, 4 years. This is the product of my green fingers, where 3 seasons now I've actually got sweet corn. My gardening background comes a little bit from where I was born in Montserrat in the Caribbean, but that was just a small child, and that's kind of stayed with me until my adult life now, and I won't say how old I am. So my secret to growing successful plots is the weeding, which is very important, the soil preparation, again, which is very important, making your own fertilizer. My neighbor again, Kay, she told me how to make fertilizer by what do you call, stinging nettles and comfrey. I've done that for the first year running, and all of my crops and produce you see has been fertilized every 2 weeks. So tips is good fertilization, good soil preparation, and lots of weeding. Can I live without my allotment? I would say for the first 4 years, coming up to 4 years that I have it, I would say no, I cannot live without it. I think if it was taken away from me, my life would be over. I won't.
Floyd, you're so dramatic, isn't it?
It's true. My trade by day, I work for Transport for London as a senior manager. I deal specifically with the train controls for the Tube Metro. No, I'm not the one who fixes the failures. I'm not the one who causes the train delays. I just maintain the signalling system. Just to get it out there for everyone, it's not my fault. My advice for anyone starting a new allotment will be doing their research. I would say look at YouTube, which is a great platform. I would say talk to your neighbouring plot holders. They've got some very good advice, and it's all about preparation and research in advance. My favourite veg to grow is sweet corn. I was brought up loving sweet corn. During the evenings we'd roast our sweet corn on an open fire. That's just remained with me. I think also sweet potato is another one, and chili peppers. And that's the one thing I can't seem to grow is chili peppers. So any tips out there, please, I welcome them. So the most difficult or hardest plant for me to grow on the allotment has been parsnips. It's been unsuccessful for me for the 3 years I've been on this plot. Am I a good gardener? I think I'm a reasonable gardener. Good gardener will come when I can turn my hands and grow anything that I put my hands to. How do I decide what to grow on? What takes my fancy during the year? And my wife Yvonne would make a few suggestions of some lettuce and cucumbers and tomatoes. And she said, a few sweet corns. The rest is down to me. And also what my colleagues at work would like. They say Brussels sprouts, so I'll be planting some Brussels sprouts in readiness for Christmas. Since starting on the first year, my garden has changed where it's become more bountiful. I've grown a lot more this year than the previous 2 years. And I've harvested a lot more than the previous 2 years.
So Floyd,
yes,
you got solar panel to power your mobile phone here.
Yeah, so Kay, my solar panel that I've installed, it charges my battery. I've got my phone charger, I've got my battery charger, and I also have a 240 volt supply that's regulated by that black and red unit for charging my laptop or my battery drills when I'm working here on the allotment.
That is amazing.
Yeah, all this was reclaimed from scrap yards. I've got 2 batteries in that box there. I can just show you. Charging to keep the 12 volt supply going for my phone charger, the lighting that you see in here, and just over here is my USB charger for my phone. And to show that it works, I will plug it in and charge it for you. Oh, I should turn it on, shouldn't I? Here we go. There you go.
Wow, amazing. If ever we had a zombie apocalypse here, you won't be worried about no electric, isn't it?
If we had a zombie apocalypse, no electricity, I can run this without the solar panel for 8 hours.
Can you give me a spare key, please?
I'll give you the code to my combination lock. All I need in here is running hot water and I will move in.
Oh my God, how amazing is that?
Yeah.
To be totally, you know...
I'm totally off-grid.
Off-grid power, you know,
Yes.
that's what you need, isn't it?
Off-grid power, yeah.
Is
and
it?
you know, if people were to take the tips, they could install solar panels in their garage or their sheds at home or their allotments. And that way they can work and run the shed without any electricity supply. Cuts down on their bills.
That's so amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
How much did it cost you again? For the solar panel?
Most of these are recoupled. So the cost for the solar panel alone was about £80.
Oh.
But the batteries I got from scrap yards and I just recharged them. So I would say this was recycled and given to me by a company that was involved in a car crash. So I got this unit for free. So I think it's cost me, for all of what I have in here, about £100 and maybe £50 in total. Can't have those ones, I think. Hey, there you go. Oh well. What do you think?
Floyd,
Yeah,
it's been so nice for you to let me come to your allotment.
you're more than welcome. Yeah, but can I have them back now, please? Kate?
I thought you were going to give it to me.
No, please. On the allotment, I have not successfully grown any parsnips. My phone. Sorry.
This is your parsnip, isn't it? But no, it's not. It's actually tomatoes.
Well, Kay, something disastrous has gone wrong here. It should be parsnips. I broke my back bringing this here, filling up with soil, and someone mixed up my parsnips onto my tomato seeds.
It must be your wife.
I will blame her. I will blame her. I could not believe what I've seen.
Oh my God,
Maybe that's why I've
so
not been able to
funny.
grow parsnips for 3 years.
Floyd, you look like a giant in here. When I filmed you, the angles go like that, right?
I'm surprised I haven't banged my head, which I normally do.